This episode of Distraction is sponsored by Landmark College in Putney, Vermont, where targeted strategies and individualized personal development models help students to become their own advocates. Learn more at lcdistraction.org. Landmark College. Learn your way. Succeed uniquely. Hello, this is Dr. Ned Hallowell with a mini episode of Distraction. As you know, the theme of distraction is the antidote to distraction, which is connection. So we do our podcast entitled Distraction because of my books about ADD, and we live in the age of distraction. But really, our theme is the major antidote to distraction, which is connection. Rapt connection, not channel surfing. And to that end, in my efforts to connect and to grow a community, I'm with this podcast and my books, I'm trying to grow a community. I'm trying to create a community devoted to the power of connection, devoted to, at its most distilled, to the force of love. But love, familiarity, play, enjoyment, harmony, the kinds of things that I think today's world really needs a lot more of. And to that end, I've been trying to learn how to do Facebook. For the longest while, I just delegated it to others, and they did a good job for me. But now I've decided, okay, come on, Ned, stop being a dinosaur and learn how to do it. And so I've been fumbling around trying to learn how to do it. And I had a wonderful woman came over a few years ago and showed me how to do Facebook Live, and she sat down and walked me through it, and I did my best to remember it, and then I forgot it. Well, not too long ago, I was just and this is the way it is with someone who has ADD. I had some free time, and I was sitting in my office, and I just said, how hard can this be? So I just marched into it. I took out my iPhone. I went to Facebook. I looked for Facebook Live, and there's a little thing. You push a button. And I made one. I made a live Facebook Live, which I posted. I think I did it. I can't remember what I did that one about. It may have been about worry control. I can't remember what the first one was. But it worked, and I was so amazed. And I got feedback on Facebook. People complimented me. I couldn't believe it. It was like they actually watched it. It was extraordinary to know that I'm not Justin Timberlake or Donald Trump or Barack Obama. I don't have this enormous following at all. But there were people who seemed to want to hear what I had to say on Facebook, and so I was very heartened. And so I started making others. Well, they didn't all go well. I did one with my dog Ziggy, and I was so proud of myself because I'd bought a tripod to put the iPhone on, and I didn't know you can't turn it in the middle of the Facebook Live, and so it got distorted, and Ziggy was not interested in the camera, so when I held him up, he sort of looked like he was stuffed rather than alive, and it did not look happy to be there. And what I thought was going to be this cuddly show about my wonderful dog Ziggy turned into a jumbling, fumbling, awkward, uncooperative dog segment. But I persisted, and then now I've ordered some lights, not expensive. I can't afford to spend much money on this, but I've got some rudimentary lighting. For the first time in my life, I ordered some makeup. I did this without my wife's advice or the help of any woman who understands makeup. And I just, Googled, what should I wear for makeup to make a Facebook Live? And I think the reason I'm turning this into a mini episode for you all is at my age 68 to teach this old dog a new trick, And I'm always telling others, take a chance, go for it, do something, go outside your comfort zone. And, it's good for me to do what I tell other people to do or suggest to other people that they do. And the good part of it is it's good for your brain. It's good for yourself. I felt frustrated when I couldn't do it right, but I knew I was on the path of something interesting, on the path of something new, learning something new. And the more you can do that, I'm saying to myself, the younger you'll feel, the more alert your brain will be, the less humdrum your life becomes. So watch out for me on Facebook. Watch out for my live episodes. Watch out for my posts. My wonderful assistant Diane wants us to post on YouTube, which that'll be my next thing to explore. And someday I'll learn about what the other outlets are. I'll learn how to tweet. I don't even know how to tweet. I know. Can you believe that? I don't know how to do it. I do have a Twitter account, but I don't know how to tweet. Someone tweets for me. I'm trying to learn all of this. At the same time, I'm trying not to get wrapped up in it so that I don't have time to do the other things that matter a lot to me. And that's sort of my lesson of the electronic age. Put yourself in charge of it so that it doesn't become in charge of you. Well, I encourage you all to think of something that you might want to tackle that you don't know how to do and just stumble in and do it. And think perhaps of me struggling with my dog, Ziggy, trying to beg him to cooperate. Okay, this is Dr. Ned Hallowell with a mini episode of Distraction.
Hey guys, it's Sarah here, producer on Distraction. Just a heads up that we have a new sister podcast out, the Royal Wedding Podcast with Rob Shooter, bringing you news, updates, and interviews every week leading up to the noble nuptials. So go to royalweddingpodcast.com and subscribe.
Distraction is produced by Collisions, the podcast division of CRN International. Collisions, podcasts for curious people. Our producer is Sarah Gerton, our sound engineer is Scott Person, and our music theme was created by Mark Berman.